just drawing interest.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
Back.
We are back.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta go out and hold up.
Come on. The lion. The lion. New man so funny. Kirk Cousins.
All right. I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, Sean Spencer, one half of that dynamic duo that is Let's Talk Football. And you already know what it is. It is Sunday. Happy Sunday to you. Hallelujah. Thank God that you got up to see this day. And ladies and gentlemen, you know I'm not by myself. Oh, no, never, ever am when I got my guys with me. And I don't know if you know, it's a little foggy. Let me turn the air on because my guy, Mr. Nicholas, I want the smoke. Rosario's in the
Oh yeah. Hopefully by the end of today, my room will be filled. Nothing but smoke.
There we go.
Nothing
There
but
we
smoke.
go. Let's get it. And yo,
Especially with this guy here.
Yeah, right. And you know, hey, America's best kept secret.
That's
The
right.
next big thing himself, my guy, Mr. Dylan Walsh.
Yeah. Silent assassin over there, right?
Right?
Like he's like that kid in class who doesn't answer often, but every time he does, it's like a zinger. It's just like,
Ow, and
get
it's
you.
like,
Like, can't take that.
like, what's up?
Okay. Right.
Yo, straight up, man. Hey, and we are glad to be with you. The regular season is done. Week 18 is over. And in fact, we are full swing into these playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. Real quick, shout out to the people. What up, Wendy? How you doing? What's going
Wendy.
on, Ash?
Hey, Ash, how you
be
doing?
with us. I'm glad you can have a little bit of joy now before you join my team on the bench. Let's go.
Wow, look at that.
You know,
Hello.
bang. Let's get it. Yo,
Can you imagine that household today in general?
Hey, yeah. Oh,
Right?
yeah, that's
You
going to
got
be instant.
Dallas at 3:30, and then 7:15, you got the Steelers game. That house is going to be ruckus all day.
It's going to be crazy.
It's
I
gonna be
cannot
nuts.
wait. I cannot wait.
Everybody
Look,
get in the group chat. That'll be fun.
right. So, yo, real quick, definitely want to do this tomorrow, yesterday, January 15th, was Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday, ladies and gentlemen. So tomorrow obviously is a day that is observed, the national holiday. We're going to pay homage to him. He was like Delilah said on the other night. He's more than just a couple quotes that we say in certain, civil rights movements and things like that.
Yeah.
He's more than just his "I have a dream" speech. He is somebody that put a culture, put an ideal out there that you can overcome, perseverance, continuing to work through these situations. It's not always going to be pretty, but you do what is necessary and you do it the correct way. Hey, we got to pay homage to him, man. So it's not a holiday. I mean, it is a holiday, but it's not just a holiday.
Yeah.
It is actually, should be a lifestyle. So you don't know. And I also want to shout out some quick birthdays. Got my guy, one of my fellow coaches, Mr. Tony Wilson, Mr. Herndon himself. Happy birthday to you, partner, man.
There you go.
He's
Happy
been
birthday,
coached in high school, coached also at Little League. I play ball with this guy. Cool cat, man. Yo, I love you, brother. Real happy birthday to you. And another one of my homies, Big Nate, not Nathan Snell, the other guy, Mr. Nate D'Onofrio. Yo, happy birthday to you, man. Hope you have a great day. I'm probably gonna holler at you soon, so that's what's good. Yo, and happy birthday to him. So look, let's get right into it. The playoffs are in full swing, ladies and gentlemen. Some things that have not happened in almost 30 years.
31 years.
31 years.
31.
The Bengals got the W against the Raiders, and Buffalo absolutely destroyed New England. We'll start with the Bengals. Nick, you were talking about these guys all season. You love Joe Burrow. You love Jamar Chase and that connection. And they beat an upstart team. They beat a team that I'm impressed with. I don't want to call Cinderella, but I was impressed with the Raiders. But they got the job. I'm glad the Bengals won.
Well, that was the thing, man. The Bengals are coming together at the right time. The offense has been steadily improving all season. Joe Burrow to Jamar is a wonderful combination.
Yeah.
The defense has played better. They had some nice pressures yesterday, a fumble recovery. The defense was in it. They're just charging at the right time. That's what you want to see. Again, they're a young team, so they're hungry. They have that kind of that cocky young swagger that Burrow has. Like, yeah, we're gonna come in here. We're gonna do our thing. We're gonna play our game. We're gonna da. And that's exactly what they did, and that's fine. I mean, L.A. or Las Vegas. I was gonna say L.A. Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders. Just I think they did. Some people don't like to put things like, but they did have the last game of the year on Monday night. They had to travel 3,000 miles to get to their game. Like, there's probably some fatigue there, and there's probably some. They didn't come out right away and kind of, they didn't look as crisp and sharp right away.
They beat the Colts the week before.
Right. So I think you can add in some of those factors. But the fact is, when it came down to it, the Bengals were just a better team yesterday.
Yeah.
And, I'm hoping that we get to see another victorious Bengals. Like I said, I'm pulling for the Bengals to at least reach the conference championship. They may not get to the Super Bowl this year. But if they can make a showing like that, win another game, get to the conference championship, and I'm telling you, man, for years to come, you're going to be talking about these Bengals. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh yeah. Now look, Dylan. Now I've heard you called it. You said you think the Bengals can make it.
I had the Bengals going to the Super Bowl because they have to play the Titans, and even though they're getting Derrick Henry, actually, speaking of that. The Bengals are missing two of their top D linemen maybe for next week because Ogunjobi and Trey Hendrickson both got hurt. But I think they'll beat the Titans, and then they'll probably then they have to play.
If they play them.
I'm assuming that the Chiefs are going to beat the Steelers, but
we all are. But
no, we are not. No, we are not. Let's go Pittsburgh. All right.
Now, come on. What is wrong with you?
All right. Anyway,
that's right, baby.
The Bengals will probably beat the Steelers if the Steelers win. I'll probably have that. And then you'll have either the Titans or the Bills in the conference championship. And I think either one of them will win.
And that's what it seems like. It seems like it's a collision course for the Bengals and Buffalo, because Buffalo, what they showed yesterday, and let's go. I'm going to come right back to you, Dylan. What they showed us yesterday was don't mind what you saw in the regular season. Don't mind what you saw in that game where Mac Jones only threw the 3 passes or whatever. This is who we are. This is what we expected from the start of the season. Like, Dylan, what you think?
Yeah. So Patriots right away, like second drive, the Micah Hyde interception. I think I just threw their entire game plan off of trying to run the ball because from there they went down 2 possessions right away and then punted, and they were down 3 possessions right away. So now they couldn't run the ball. And Mac Jones is not ready enough to try to lead his team back from a comeback in the playoffs like that. So the game just slowly got more and more out of hand.
Yeah, it didn't look good early, and then, like you said, as it continued to get more and more out of hand. I mean, look, Josh Allen threw 5 touchdown passes in this game, ladies and gentlemen. Like
they scored 6 touchdowns in their first 6 drives, including an O-lineman touchdown.
Yeah, Nick, like that's one of the things you were talking about. Like I think the only time they did not score was when they took a knee. There was like no kicks, no punts. Yeah.
No field goals, no punts, and they totally scored on every possession they had except for the kneel down at the end. How
and the kneel down at the end of the half as well.
Oh, okay, technically right. They kneeled down at the end. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying though. How in the world do you know what I mean? Like, talk about getting blitzkrieged. Like, that was just a massive thing. And the thing is, this was the Buffalo team that you and I, Sean, on all our other shows, we're talking about. You were like, man, Buffalo should be running away with the AFC. Yeah. I don't understand what they're struggling with. Why is this happening? Why is that happening? Like, this is the Buffalo we had thought all along was going to come out and play this year. This was supposed to be Josh Allen's coming out year, right? To show everybody that he has separated himself from some of those other quarterbacks and that Buffalo was ready to take that step to just. And so to see it was great because now forget anything else. Regular season doesn't count now. It's all about the playoffs. And you made a serious statement yesterday. Everybody else in the AFC going, you're going to come through Buffalo, you're going to get your butt smacked. So I'm, for one, was very happy to see it. I'm not going to lie. Because, again, as much as I like Mac Jones, and I think Mac Jones has a future, and that's the thing. Like, you hit on something, Dylan. He's more of a game manager. He's not the shoot-'em-out guy with you. He's not going to match you touchdown for touchdown every drive. That's not him yet. Maybe he can get there, but right now that's not him. And so, like you said, when they fell behind, it was like, well, there goes the game plan. We got to throw the ball.
Yeah.
We got to do what we can to try to at least stay in the game and be close. And that just really never happened. So, Buffalo put a hurting on him, and that was pretty much it.
The Bills secondary also played really, really well because Mac Jones
Phenomenal.
had a perfect pass at the end to Nelson Aguilar, and Micah Hyde dove out and intercepted it. Like the second drive.
That's probably one of the interceptions of the year, right?
Yeah,
like,
it's definitely top 3 of the year.
Yeah,
all my family thought it was a touchdown. We all thought that Aguilar caught it, and then you just see Micah Hyde with the ball.
Then they show the replay, and you're like, "Oh, that's what happened." Like, I thought to him, like, "Oh, touchdown! There you go." No, sir. Micah Hyde said, "I don't think so." I wonder if he found that reporter afterwards to talk to him.
This is the Bills. This is how the Bills win, though. If Josh Allen can't be stopped, you're not going to beat the Bills. You need to stop Josh Allen to force the run.
He even had like 60-some yards rushing, didn't he?
Yeah, their whole game plan was just give Josh Allen the ball and let him do his thing.
I mean that's what it should be. He's the X factor to that team.
But we've seen if like the Falcons, they stopped Josh Allen through 3 INTs. If it wasn't for Matt Ryan's taunting penalty, the Falcons probably win that game.
There you go.
Right.
Good old Matt Ryan. Oh man.
But that's what the Bills were really struggling with. They're either their defense getting killed in the run against the the Titans and the Patriots. Or Josh Allen not being able to play up to his standards and having
something tells me those days are over, though.
Well, right. Well, and that's the thing.
They made a statement yesterday.
And look, you're right, Nick. You and I talked about it this year about how we thought the Bills were the most disappointing team mid-season when they were 8-6 or whatever, and they didn't look like a playoff team. We were sitting here like, wait a minute, this isn't the team that we would tire from a year ago. But then I got to go back to the Chiefs of last year. There were points when last year when we were like, yo, Mahomes does not look good. Like they are.
There are points this year.
Right. Well, right.
This year
they
too,
strung
right?
the wins. They got the wins together. They got it done, and now they are on fire. I mean, they might take that L today. But
this guy.
But my point is, like, yo, Buffalo is playing, like you said, right. They're playing hot at the right time, and if they continue to get this job done, we, ladies and gentlemen, we're just gonna see a bunch of this. Let's get it. Bills Mafia, man. You don't want to see them in the Super Bowl. This ain't Chip Kelly's Bills. This is Josh Allen's Bills, and he's ready. That's all I got to say, man.
See, that's the thing, though, man.
The Bills are ready to have another 4 straight Super Bowl loss.
Yo, shout out to Angs. He said, no team has ever beat the Patriots like they were beat last night in NFL history. It was the first time a team has scored a touchdown on every drive, no counting the 2 knees. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. How about that? As I said, that's impressive, man.
What up, Anton? How you feeling, buddy? How you feeling?
Mr. Benton, how are you?
Mr. Nathan Snell, what you got?
Snell,
your spot's open. I sent you the link. Let me know. So we're gonna go ahead and move on because today is a blessed day. It's Sunday in less than 45 minutes.
3 games.
In less than 45 minutes, we will be going into the great day of NFL football, and it starts with my dear friend and one of the hosts of Let's Talk Football Ladies Takeover, Miss Katie Alverson, and her Tom Brady-led Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the 2 seed going up against the 7 seed Philadelphia Eagles. But
Tommy, can you hear me?
This isn't last year's Buccaneers, ladies and gentlemen. This is kind of a struggling team. They got a couple injuries they're dealing with. A couple guys are coming back right now. But Philly, Dylan, correct me if I'm wrong, Philly has the league leading rushing attack.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Eagles have the best rushing attack because Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Miles Sanders still does not have a rushing touchdown this season, which is amazing.
Yeah, really.
It's just Jalen Hurts at the goal line. But the Buccaneers have Fournette out. They have Godwin out. Yeah, Ronald Jones out as well. So it's Keyshawn Vaughn's season and Giovanni Bernard.
Yeah. Which means it's Cameron Braden Gronkowski season today.
And Mike Evans.
Hey, let's go.
They have Antonio Brown with his situation.
So apparently he reached out to Mr. Brady, and apparently they're buddies now.
Again?
I guess I don't know.
Yeah, again. Right.
After the stuff he said, I mean, I don't know. You know, he's that type of guy. Katie, I'm saying nice things about your boy. Brady, he stuck his neck out for Antonio Brown, and well,
he did though, right?
He did. He absolutely did. But look, now, hey, Katie's also saying Keyshawn Vaughn is doing well. Could he be? You know, we know what Brady did in New England. Nick, I'm coming to you. We know what Brady did in New England. We know he did it with the likes of Troy Brown, who Nathan tried to tell me was like a number one receiver that he'd take over DeAndre Hopkins. I was like, hold up. No.
Nobody would. It's okay.
No,
Nobody would.
But he had the likes of Troy Brown. He made, people like Deion Branch and some of these other guys good because of his skill. So, I mean, this is kind of part of course for him, right?
Well, and this is what I'm saying, though. But at the end of the day, familiarity is what's going to help him. And his boy is there with him. It's Gronkowski. 87. Yeah. That's just, say what you will. Gronkowski always finds a way to get open. And when you're, 6'4", whatever the heck he is, and 280 pounds, you're going to get open. Like, you're just a big target.
Also, who do the Eagles have to guard him? They have barely any linebackers that are
that's
notable.
what I'm saying. Like, this is why I say this, because even in the Super Bowl, he had 2 touchdowns, Gronkowski, because Tom is always going to look for him. That is his safety blanket. And if they can get, Gronkowski likes to go over the middle, get those underneath routes and stuff like that, and he can also go long. Like, I feel, again, I know the Eagles, if they play their game, they have a legit shot at winning this game. Like you said, Jalen Hurts running the offense, going through him, getting Devontae Smith the ball, trying to get the running game going. If they can play that Eagles style of football, they can win this game. The problem is the guy on the other side of the field will do everything he can, because we all know that Tom doesn't quit.
But what's the way to do it? The blueprint has been put out there, and the team that placed that blueprint out there.
Yeah, take it easy.
And look, be honest with you. If we go back to that game, we doubled up. It's just like what you're saying, Nick. I'm going to your point. You have that time of possession. You sit there and you run the ball, which is the number one rushing offense in the league, and you keep Tom Brady off the field.
Yeah,
how did Washington beat them? Yeah. We kept him off the field. Look, hold up, Nathan, Anton saying you're being too nice. Screw Brady. No, I'm not going to say that, because last year I said that and they beat us. All right, and then they went to the Super Bowl. Tom Brady could get it done. Right. I'm just saying
you got to prevent him from doing that.
Yeah,
I'm saying.
And what's one way for him to be on the bench? Right, exactly.
Exactly, and that's where I'm at right there. Dylan, what do you think, man?
But the Eagles' number one sack leaders out for this. Josh Sweat, he's out for this game with a life-threatening injury.
Mercy, what happened?
Oh, man.
I think it's like an appendix thing.
Oh,
I think it burst, because they're saying it. All I've seen is abdominal pain. He's out and went to the hospital.
Oh, dang, that stinks. Yeah, our prayers definitely go out to them. Yeah, Anton, I agree. Eagles are going to have to rely on their fast D and their blitzes. We know what happens if Tom Brady gets pressure. He's not, for the most part, he ain't scrambling out of there, so he'll fall fairly quickly, kind of like Big Ben. But hopefully we won't have to fall today. We are gonna. So I also got a message. Miss Ash Swinton. Hold up. Oh, that's not it. Where is it? Where is it?
We know, Kate. It's okay. Again,
she said, "Snag, you didn't invite the Dallas fans to speak." Hey, I sent you the link. Okay. Any Cowboys fans want to hop in here, because we about to get on to your team, and I got
the link.
It's the Nickelodeon game.
Right. You're gonna get slimed. Let's go. Bring them on.
Exactly. Look, saying Eagles don't stand a chance. Well, we'll see.
Well,
hey, they beat Brady, pushing him out of the pocket. His protection
is the goal.
And the Eagles need to beat. Yeah.
The Eagles' corners are very underrated though, because Darius Slay's had his best season of his career. Steven Nelson's a great slot corner where they use him, and then Devontae Maddox has also been very, very good this season. He's probably gonna get a huge payday in the offseason. But those three corners have been locking down people.
And see, there you go. And look, at the end of the day, we know what's most likely going to happen, but at the same time, these are the things that could happen. The Eagles can control the line of scrimmage. You get a couple turnovers, which happened in Washington game. Tom Brady uncharacteristically threw
Look
two
what the Jets
interceptions
almost did to
in the
them
first
just a
quarter.
few weeks ago.
Exactly. So they are not invincible. This is not the high-powered team. They're not 100% that they were a year ago. They are still dangerous.
They're
Very
dangerous.
true. They
But
are
no, they're still dangerous. But yes, not
So-
the team of last year.
So no doubt. So we're gonna go ahead and
Uh-oh.
move on because I just can't wait to talk about the 4 p.m. game. The 4 p.m. the number 3 seeded Cowboys are playing the number 6 seed 49ers. Dallas fans, you are welcome to enter if you would like. Looks like it looks like you're starting to hibernate because you know the writing is on the wall. Let's get it. Let's get it. So Dylan, I'm starting with you, man. 3 seeded Cowboys. What do they got, man? Can they do this, or do they need to really be worrying about San Francisco?
San Francisco is definitely a way better team than the 6 seed would say, because NFC's been very good this season compared to the AFC.
Mm-hmm.
And Niners are coming off a big win against the Rams, where they came back from a 17-0 deficit in the halftime and broke McVay's record.
Yes, sir.
Dallas had their one game where they played the Eagles practice squad and won.
Yeah. And they played us
But
with half the team and put up 56. So
Yeah. They play the Washington football team when their D line was punching each other and they won 56-10.
Exactly. But they like to say, "Oh, they totally dominated us." Okay.
But Dallas definitely has momentum with all those games because they still give you momentum no matter how bad the teams are.
Yeah.
But I think the Niners running the ball is good because the Cowboys, they rely heavily on interceptions with Diggs and sacks with Parsons, because Michael Parsons and Trayvon Diggs are the top 2 players on that defense by far.
Yes.
And then there's no one that close to them after. I mean, Leighton Vander Esch is okay, but he's not great anymore.
Not like what he used to be when he first in the league. Yeah, you're right on that.
Not since all of his neck injuries. But I think the Niners win this just because they're just going to run the ball like every single play. They're going to pass the ball. They're going to pull a Patriots. It's pass the ball 3 times.
Ooh, okay.
You think that's the game plan?
That's what the game plan should be. Make sure Garoppolo doesn't
run
mess up.
the rock. Exactly. Hey, look,
That's
that's
how they beat the Packers in the NFC Championship. Garoppolo threw it 9 times, and Mostert ran for 200.
Well, that's true.
Exactly.
Well,
Exactly.
if you can get them to run for 200, sure.
Well, and that's the thing. They're built on the run. Look, and as we said, I'm not doing this ESPN argument that Debo is going to beat the Cowboys all by himself. I've had to listen to it all week. I can't do it anymore. Look, it's not just going to be Debo.
Put Debo at quarterback, running back, and wide receiver.
Well, yeah. Right. Now, look, he will be definitely a big factor in the game, or he will be the biggest. Yeah, or he'll be a biggest decoy because you already know he could be lined up at, like you said, quarterback, wide receiver, running back, tight end. He can do it. But see, the thing is, he's going to take your mind off. You're going to be so focused on him, you're going to forget George Kittle's out there balling out. Elijah Mitchell at running back and Jeff Wilson getting carries. You know what I mean?
I think that's a key too, because we haven't heard Kittle's name too much in the last few weeks, have we?
Yeah, last two weeks he threw the fantasy championship.
Yeah, like George needs to get himself involved in this game somehow, however that is, because I think that's an important thing with keeping, as you said, Micah Parsons at bay and even Trayvon Diggs at bay. Like, you got to be able to kind of throw underneath and get these guys off, and because obviously Deebo Samuel's, when he's receiver, he's going to be covered by Diggs. I'm sure Diggs is going to cover him, right? So then what does that leave you? Well, like you said, these other guys, Jeff Wilson, Brandon Ayuk, right?
Juwan Jennings had an amazing game last time.
But
that's where the battle is.
To me, that's why this game rests with Sir Garoppolo, because Jimmy has to make good decisions with when they give him what they give him. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they give him the underneath, take the underneath. If he gets an opportunity to get the long, get it in. Like, Jimmy has to make good decisions and not make stupid mistakes for this game to really be in their grasp to get at the end because, Jimmy has been so erratic. You're just like, 1 week he looks great like he did last week. And then 2 weeks before he looked like trash. So, I mean, Jimmy really has to have his head in the game. They got to be able to convert on their third downs, and they've really got to be able to control a lot of the, with not just the line of scrimmage, but just time of possession, I think, too.
Then they have to bring back the Trey Lance packages as well and use those.
Sure. I mean, absolutely. I mean, you got the kid, you've got the packages, bring them in, let's do it. I mean, use whatever you have at your disposal.
Well,
throw off the Dallas defense.
So now listen. I do think, and I'm going to be very unbiased, even though I do hate Dallas. They put up 56 halfway because of their defense, and in that first game, they jumped out to an early 20-0 lead because of or 18-0 lead because of that defense. So I got to show love. If Micah Parsons plays the way he's did, and we talk about Diggs and all the yards he's given up, but we have to also mention the fact that he has 11 interceptions, the fact that he is balling out the way he is. This defense is a completely different defense. And Jimmy G, if he can get that running game going, I am in 100% agreement with you. But that defense is something else. And if they play top tier like they can,
well, that's why Jimmy, I said, has to play mistake-free football. Because Dallas will take advantage of that. There's no way, you know what I'm saying? Like, we know that.
Right.
Nobody, and that's the thing. Like, I know in years past, we've always questioned Dallas's defense, but you don't question this one. It's pretty solid. I agree. But again, like any other team, if I don't know, you can't make mistakes.
At the end of the day,
bottom line. Right.
Yeah.
Bottom line, don't make mistakes.
Who shows up, right? Who shows up? Don't do the things that, the turnovers, those type of things, sacks, the loss of yardage, bonehead plays.
Too many interceptions this year, especially I've seen, are off of tip passes.
Yeah.
Like quarterbacks are trying to force the ball in there. There's 2 and 3 guys in coverage. You're forcing the ball in. The ball gets tipped, and the other team grabs the interception. Like, too many cheap interceptions I've seen this year in the NFL. It's horrible.
Even more than that, some of those interior defensive linemen are not always rushing 100% of the time. Sometimes they'll go 1-2 steps up, and then they'll just stop and watch the quarterback and jump.
No, exactly, and that's what I'm saying. But it just everything's batted. But I guess my point is they're not clean. Like the guy just threw it, and the cornerback made a great play, or the linebacker made a superior play. Half of the interceptions I've seen have all been tip passes. So you got to avoid that too, man. Don't throw in a three guys are covering your guy. You're trying to squeeze the ball in.
And the best way to avoid that is to run the ball.
Well, like I said.
Now look, Cowboys fans, I'm giving you an opportunity to defend your team.
Nobody
Y'all in the comments.
Nobody say nothing.
I get maybe they're scared. Maybe they know what's coming. Yeah.
Well, again, it's one of those things where the Cowboys need to get the monkey off their back as well. Right. Because we all know how they've done in playoffs in the past, the history in the last 10 to 15 years.
10 to 15, keep going.
Well, I'm just saying. We know what the Cowboys have done, right?
Yeah.
So, this is the game that if you want to change all that, if you want to still be America's team and all that nonsense, this is a game you have to win. Otherwise, we're still going to talk about you.
We're going to talk about him regardless.
Well, I'm just saying.
We're going to stay regardless.
Like, you could, because again, this, by all rights, the Cowboys should win this game.
Yeah.
And I just say should. And again, everybody thinks so too. They're -3. They're favored by 3 points. And I think they can beat San Francisco by 3 points. But the point is, which Dallas team comes out? Which Dallas team comes?
Well, we'll see. It's gonna be a tough fought game. Wait, Ash is saying it's exhausting to speak to haters all week. Hey, hi hater. That's all you need to say to me because I'm definitely hating. Yo, Usman Khan said Cowboys defense against the run, 4.5 yards a carry they give up, and you know what what San Francisco can do.
Yes.
Look, what do you say? Dallas needs to change from that Romo curse. Look, they're always going to be behind that Romo curse. Let's go.
Romo.
Yep, absolutely. That 49ers run game is absolutely awesome. Look, Ashley, I know that pain. Hey, Most like, hey, we'll see what happens. I think this is definitely the game I'm looking forward to. I absolutely cannot wait to see this game because I feel like this is going to be one of the more hard fought games.
Yeah, I think that's why it's the 3:00 game because they figure this is the one everybody kind of wants to see today.
It's the Nickelodeon game.
Right.
What do you say, Dylan?
The Nickelodeon game.
And the Nickelodeon game. For all the kids.
There's no Cordell Patterson though.
What happened?
There's no Cordell Patterson, so we might not get any swearing on Nickelodeon.
Oh.
Yeah, they're right, exactly.
But that's what I love. See, Nick, it brings all the generations together.
Yes,
it brings the young one into this rivalry that you and I know. You and I remember from the 90s and the early 80s. You
80s,
remember
bro.
these.
80s.
Back when the Cowboys were good.
Yes.
Yeah, the 90s is when the Cowboys were good, not the 80s so much, but yes, 90s.
The early 80s. 81,
Man,
82,
81, 82, that's it, bro. Now get it to 81, 82, maybe.
81, 80, they were in the NFC Championship. 81, they were in the NFC Championship.
And lost
82.
to who? The Eagles?
They lost to Philly, they lost to San Francisco, and they lost to Washington.
Exactly.
And then they were back.
We're
talking too much about the Cowboys. Cowboys alert. I cannot allow that.
Well, that was towards the end of Tom Landry as well. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. Hey. You have to slow down at some point, and they did. And then they rebounded with Jimmy Johnson. We all know the story. Yes.
Dang on Jimmy Johnson. Oh,
it's that damn Jimmy Johnson.
We see what Katie's bringing back up. I just know if Brady wins, it'll be win 35. Katie, I'm gonna tell you something, Katie. Okay, let me just say something to you. Your man.
Oh man. Oh wow.
The disrespect. The disrespect.
Oh man.
I love you, Katie. Yo, shout out to Katie. Shout out to her, Ash, Delilah, and Janae's brother on Thursday nights at 6:30. Let's talk football. Ladies, take over. Ladies and gentlemen, they are
coming. Have you caught them yet, Dylan?
Good causes. Talking about good women in sports.
Have you caught the ladies show yet?
It's usually about homework time, and I've been working my science fair the entire time.
Sorry, I gotta do my homework. Sorry, ladies, I gotta get that done.
I had a science fair, dude, like the past 2 weeks that I've been trying to do.
Oh snap! Look, hey, we might need you to record that. We need a live look in at the science fair. We need to commentate that.
We can't do it because of COVID, so it's just to put the poster in. Just get the poster and it gets graded.
I wanted to see you do some experiments, man. Come on.
Right, I want to see that. Let's go. Oh, hey, defending your boy. Tequila does that. Hey, respect it. Respect. Look, all right, we have got to move on. We already spent way too much time on the daggone Dallas Cowboys. And there is another game.
Oh, there is.
Two more.
There is.
There's two more.
I'm talking about Sunday.
Oh, sure.
Do I have anything? I don't think I have anything.
No, you don't. Just get back to the microphone.
My buddy's going to come with the yellow. Yo, we know what's happening. We know they said, "Oh, wait a minute, is he coming in?" Where'd Dylan go? There we go, Dylan. The family heirloom.
There's a terrible
upside down. It's upside down. The family heirloom.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Freddie couldn't see. He turned it upside down. It's all right.
Yo,
terrible towel there.
Ladies and gentlemen,
give it to us.
Boys and girls, children of all ages. There was one man 5 weeks ago that said. He said, y'all are counting us out. Even I myself said the Pittsburgh Steelers would not make the playoffs. Dylan, I think you agreed. I think your brother called you out for that a little bit earlier. That didn't age well. Well, there's another man that told me 5 weeks ago.
All because of a timeout by the Chargers.
Right. There's another man that told me 5 weeks ago that his team was not only going to make it, but they were going to make it in miraculous form, and they were going to figure it a way out. And he said, don't let them get in the door, but they got in the door. And at 8 p.m. tonight, my guy, Mr. Sidney Swinton, his Pittsburgh Steelers, go against the Chiefs. What up, Sid?
What's up, guys? How are we feeling today?
Oh, we're feeling good. How about you?
Oh, it's playoff Sunday. Playoff Sunday.
Right. Yes,
I'm pumped.
Yes. There you go.
Excited, man. You told us your keys to victory. You told us what it takes to win. But how you feeling, man? You're in.
Nervous for sure. Early on, need to have a few drinks before the game starts, so the nerves calm down a little bit.
Oh yeah.
But I'm pumped. I'm pumped. I'm ready to go.
So
everybody's sleeping on us. That's what we want.
Exactly. So is everybody healthy? I know Najee is somebody that they were talking about.
Everybody's
Najee's
healthy.
playing.
Najee's
And
off the
Juju's
injury
back.
report.
And Juju's back.
And
Juju's
Juju's
back.
Juju's back.
Everybody's
Mr.
healthy. We don't have
TikTok
anybody on the
himself.
injury report.
Just
Right.
don't dance on the logo.
Oh man.
Right, don't
Sorry.
say it's logos.
Katie's saying go Chiefs.
She
Well, of
talks
course,
about everybody else
right,
being a hater
right.
towards her.
Right.
Man, she is a hater.
Uh-oh. Come on, make it plain now. Wow, saying Ash, I am sorry. Look, here we go. Wait, heard it here first. Steelers upset the Chiefs 18-16.
Let's go.
Isn't that the field goal game or Boswell kicked like was it 6 field goals and 1 against the Chiefs?
Hey,
Or was that 18-10?
it
But I
could
remember that
happen.
happening.
Well,
But look, all right. So all right. Nick, I'm gonna come to you. This
okay.
is a possibility. Okay, we know what the Chiefs are. We know what the record says, but we also know that most of this season we were talking crap about the Chiefs. We were saying they weren't legit.
Right.
So how do we feel about this realistically?
Okay. And Sydney and I were arguing actually about this earlier in the season in terms of me saying that I thought Big Ben was finished, right? That was one of Sydney's big things was like, come on, man. He's thinking, this game is going to, I think that Big Ben is the X factor in this game because we already know what the line is. You already know what his weapons are. As long as Ben has time, he will pick you apart. And I think that's going to be one of the biggest things. Again, like Garoppolo, Ben's got to play mistake-free football here, I think. These teams have played each other before. They know each other. This is not a secret. But I just think Ben wanted it, right? They're in. That's all they wanted. So now Ben just has to play his game. And I think if he can do that, there's absolutely a shot. Come on. The Chiefs are not the Chiefs of the past 2 years. They're truly not. Now, I think they're banged up too. Edwards-Helaire is not playing.
Yeah.
They got a few other injuries as well. So, I mean, they're not 100%. And you know how to get to Mr. Mahomes. And they got 2 of the best in Cam Hayward and TJ Watt. So, to me, this is what I'm saying. Pittsburgh absolutely has a shot. And again, did I pick them to win? I didn't. But it doesn't mean that I won't be sitting there on the television really glued to this game because out of all the games today, I think this is the one where I'm 50-50 pretty much on it. You know what I'm saying? I have pretty much definitive answers for the other 2 games. This is the one where I go, you know what? It's like in poker, a chip in a chair, right? Chip in a chair. That's what you got here, my friend. You got in. Here's your game. Now prove that you belong, and there you go. So, I mean, like I said, I'll go on record. I'm picking the Chiefs. But, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, let's put it that way, if there's managed to pull one out.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if either 7 seeds win because the Eagles looking good. The Steelers have the Chiefs would probably underestimate them because they had the blowout earlier. So they might start off not playing as well. So the Steelers can get off to a quick start. That's the best way for them to win. Catch some sleep.
Najee Harris, baby. Najee Harris.
But the thing is, look, and Dylan, the thing is, even in the game, like Tyreek only had 2 catches in that game.
I think he got hurt. Alan Kelsey was out of that game as well, though, with COVID.
Yeah, but that
honestly, I think it's going to come to. I think it's going to come down to, like you said, Sid. I think it's going to come down to that D jumping up early. You were talking about TJ having to have a couple sacks, Cam Hayward having to have a big game, Minkah Fitzpatrick having to get interceptions. Like, what are the running game having to be key? Like, talk to us. Like, what is it going to take? Breaking this game. Like, talk to us.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, you nailed it. The defense has to come up big. I mean, we have to pressure Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes had 15 dropped interceptions last year in the season. Threw it to the other team and they dropped it. He gives up the ball a lot with his crazy playmaking. We need to capitalize. We can't have any dropped interceptions. If it hits our hands, we need to catch it. That's going to be huge. We get a couple interceptions, especially early, and get the momentum on our side and can run the ball later on in the game. That's going to be absolutely key. But definitely big game from the defense. Najee needs to have 100 yards. That's absolutely the keys to the game. Now, I want to take you back a little bit. Take you back to Ben's rookie season.
Come on now.
He comes in. We go 15-1. Goes all the way to AFC Championship, loses the game. We had a running back on that team named Jerome Bettis. Was highly contemplating retirement after that game. Ben said, come back one more season. We'll get you a ring. Jerome Bettis comes back. During that next season, we get blown out by the Indianapolis Colts. Blown out. We go into the playoffs as the 6th seed. At that time, the lowest seed. We play the Indianapolis Colts. Nobody gives us a chance. We're the last seed. We already got blown out by in the regular season. What do? We go in there and we beat the Colts. We go in, we win the Super Bowl. Jerome Bettis rides off into the sunset.
Wow.
Let me take it back to last year.
Now there we go.
We go to the playoffs. Everybody thinks we're gonna beat the Browns. We get smoked. Starts from the early, get blown out. Terrible game to watch. Anyway, Ben then contemplates retirement. Talks himself into coming back one more year, making a run.
Just one shot.
We get blown out by the Chiefs during the regular season. Get into the playoffs as the last seed.
Let's go.
Playing those Chiefs.
Let's go.
I'm not saying history doesn't repeat itself, but I mean, come on.
Let's get it. I believe. Let's go. Hold up, Ash. You ain't gonna take our joy. I am drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm enjoying it. Let's go.
That's hilarious.
We've seen it happen.
I love a comparison there, Sydney. Yes.
Hey, we've seen it happen. You talk about what's his name? Peyton Manning went on his one last ride. Ray Lewis went on his one last ride and told them coming into the playoffs, this is it. And it galvanized the team. The team, rose to the occasion because of it. I honestly, breaking this thing down, it's very easy it's very easy and almost lazy to just be like, oh, Chiefs all the way, because there is a way. The Steelers have been playing good football and they can get it done. Hey, all it takes, time, space, and opportunity, man. That's all you need.
That's it.
Let's go. So so we're calling. I say Steelers. Sid, I know you say Steelers. Dylan, did you say who you taking?
I'm still saying Chiefs.
You're still saying Chiefs.
I am too, but yeah.
I do say it's like a 50-50 for Steelers Chiefs.
Okay.
I just still think the Chiefs come out just because they are the better team.
Okay. I can dig it. All right, man. Sid, actually, hey, if you don't mind, I mean, if you're not doing anything, we're gonna talk about the Rams game. You want to stick around?
Yeah, I'll stick around for a minute.
All right, bet. So we are going to go ahead and move on to the first ever Monday Night Football playoff game. The number 4 seeded. Wait a minute, 4 seeded Rams, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
5 seeded Cardinals,
My bad
right?
about that. Yep.
Yeah,
4 seeded Rams. I'm playing the 5 seeded Cardinals. We've seen the issues during the year with the Cardinals, but we also know the team they have. This is almost like, Sid, I'm coming to you. This is almost like 2 super teams. Teams that have stacked their teams up with free agents and studs and guys that are now coming back into this game. What do you think about this one?
Yeah, I think the Rams are going to get the Cardinals. The Cardinals have been playing subpar the second half of the season and just haven't been what they were when they opened the season. The Rams have also been playing subpar, but that's mainly due to Matthew Stafford's turnovers, and I think he cleans it up. This is a career game for Matthew Stafford. I mean, legacy building type game. This is so massive for him, and I think they have the depth everywhere. I mean, if you just start looking at the names on that roster, it's absolutely insane. To the Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, Odell, they picked up Von Miller. Cooper Kupp. Obviously, their running back stable's healthy now with Cam Akers back. It's just they have so much talent, and as long as they don't shoot themselves in the foot, they should win. This is very much a Chiefs versus Steelers. Like, the Rams are the better team. They should win the game, I think. So I really think it comes down to Stafford just playing a good game, and I think he does it. I think he's going to live up to the hype, being in Detroit all those years, never getting a playoff win. Obviously, he's never been able to really do this. So I think this is such a big game for him that he shows up and they get the victory.
Oh, yeah. I know. I agree. I think this is something that he's waiting for. And Dylan, I'm going to come to you. But before I do, your old teacher, a year ago, proclaimed, once she found out about the Jared Goff and Matthew Stafford trade, she said that Matthew Stafford has broken the curse. And now he will take his new team to the Super Bowl. How do you feel about those comments from your old teacher?
I mean, the Rams definitely now have the talent. They have nothing to lose, because if they lose this game, no draft capital, no salary cap. This is like their do or die year. if they lose out this year, they have to completely rebuild with all their cap hits.
Yeah.
So I think that they do lose. Though. I think the Cardinals win because
Really?
Cardinals are, but they went 3-5 at home and 8-1 away. I mean, their one loss was against the Lions, so it's
Yes.
Not the Lions.
Does it
I think
really
the
matter?
Steelers tied them.
Hey,
Oh,
right.
wait,
Even the
sorry.
Steelers didn't lose to the Lions.
Yeah.
Right. They didn't beat them either, but whatever.
We didn't lose to him.
That's
Right,
right.
they
They didn't lose.
Yeah.
They didn't win.
Did lose. That's all. Did lose. Here we go.
But I think the Cardinals have Kyler Murray, who ran all over the first game. He ran all over them in their first game, and then their second game they were able to stop him. But Connor comes back from their last time they played him. They have Chase Edmonds. They have DeAndre Hopkins is still out, but they still have Rondell Moore, Christian Kirk, AJ Green. And I think their defense steps up finally. It takes back Chandler Jones against a 40-year-old. I mean, Andrew Whitworth, who's like 40 now, is still amazing, but I think Chandler Jones can beat him, and the Cardinals win.
Okay, I can dig it. Yeah, Nick, what are you thinking, man?
Well, again, I think Sydney actually hit it right on the head. I've been watching Matthew Stafford play since he came into the league because I'm an NFC North guy.
Yep.
I've watched him play twice every year at least. And again, I've always thought the guy was talented. He just never had a team around him. So now you don't have the excuse. There is no excuse. You have the leading receiver in the NFL. You have a defense that is absolutely solid on just about every level. And you've got other weapons, like you said. Didn't even mention them all. Jefferson, Akers is back. Cooper Kupp.
Sony
You got
Michel.
ODJ. Sony Michel has been running well for you guys. So
Running
you
really well,
can't
yeah.
say that you don't have everything you need to go out there and win this game because you absolutely do. And I think, whether he puts the pressure on himself or not, this is the Matthew Stafford game we've all been waiting for. Can he win a playoff game? Can he take his team to that next level? And that's what today is. To me, it's that simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can shape it up any other way you want, but here's a 10-year veteran of the league who's everybody has always said, oh, he's a talented guy. Okay. Now is his time to show it. That's all. No,
That's it.
no,
There
I
it
don't
is.
think anything else really needs to be said. Just
Right. Hey,
it's
and
time to
that's what
shine there,
matters.
Matthew. Go ahead. Right. There
Hey,
you go.
when all the lights are shining, that's what matters. All right. So
So I
really
am picking
quick.
the Rams to win, just for the
Yeah.
clarification purposes. And I even went on a limb last week and said I think they'll win the NFC conference championship. So I'd like to see them in the Super Bowl. So I'm going to ride the Rams. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I want to bring any kind of connection from Detroit to the Super Bowl, and if Matthew Stafford is my best way to get Detroit in the Super Bowl, then that's where
Right.
we're going. I'm going with my baby. I'm going with the Rams, and hopefully they will take it. I do want to ask you this real quick before we sign off, and I'm just throwing this out to anybody. Is the two teams, either one or both of the two teams that will be in the Super Bowl playing today?
Sunday versus tomorrow.
Or today or tomorrow.
I think the AFC teams either played today or played yesterday.
No, I said the AFC team played yesterday.
Yeah.
So
Bengals or Bills, baby.
I
Bengals or Bills.
think Bengals or Bills.
Yeah.
No, I think the AFC is playing today because it's either Chiefs or Steelers.
Right,
If
he's
Steelers
got-
fuck- if
We
Steelers
know
mess
where
around and win this
Sydney's at. We
game,
know where Sydney's at, right?
hey,
It's over.
ain't nobody
It's
stopping
over.
us. Who stops us if we beat the Chiefs? And if the Chiefs beat us, I think the Chiefs are going. I think the Packers.
I
are
don't,
going
because I
for
think
it.
they run into the Bills.
I
next
think
week
the
if that happens.
I think the
They get
Steelers win. They
buzzsawed.
play the Bengals, and the Bengals had the
No, we play the Titans.
They play Tennessee because
Titans,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. If the Chiefs win, they
They
play the Bills, and I think they get buzzsawed. So I don't know
That's
about
gonna be
that
because
Chiefs
they already
game. I
didn't
think
they already
so.
lost that game earlier.
It's
Yeah,
in
I don't know.
Kansas City.
I mean,
It's a big difference.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, Mr. Swinton. I truly do. I just think Buffalo's on a rampage this year. We'll see if they keep it up.
Look,
see.
I'm gonna tell you this: if Pittsburgh wins, Sid, we're just singing "Ain't None Stopping Us Now." We're on the move.
So you got to play the what's the I don't, and then maybe this is a reference that you guys won't get. There was a movie in the late '70s called "The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh." If anybody's ever heard of it, go back and look it up. We'll play. I'll be playing the theme song for all of you guys.
There we go.
Pittsburgh absolutely wins. It's for a movie called "The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh."
Let's go.
Look it up.
Yeah.
Just look it up.
As said, I like the Packers and the Bills.
Oh,
yeah.
all right.
Hey, Hey, I'm glad at least you're not saying the Cowboys, so I'm with that. She said this is very much like the Cowboys, a lot to prove, and you're right back to the you are what the haters say you are. You will always be what we say you are.
Oh,
Let's
wow.
be clear with that.
Julius Erving and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was in that movie.
See the fish. I'm telling you, go check out the fish that saved Pittsburgh if you've never seen it. I'm just telling you, it's a
On the
classic.
Wikipedia of it right
It's
now.
a classic.
Yeah. He's like,
Look it
who
up.
are these people that they speak of? I don't know.
No, I'm sure Dylan. knows
It's
who
about a
Jabbar and-
professional basketball team.
Okay.
It has an
the fish
awful
that
losing
saved
streak.
Pittsburgh.
Tucker Channing is in it as well. It's a great one. It's a great
Oh
movie.
my goodness, here we go.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can dig it. Look, hey, we so appreciate you guys, ladies and gentlemen. On my clock, it says there are 8 minutes until the very first game, which is the
Yes.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles. We've
Which
all
I-
given
Can
you
I shout out real quick because I do. My aunt Aileen is the biggest Eagles fan,
okay.
and her and I go back and forth every year whenever the Bears play the Eagles. So, Aileen, I'm happy for you, my dear. I hope your Eagles do well for you. But I know I'm going to be getting text messages later if they're not doing too well. So,
Mhm.
to my aunt Aileen, go Eagles. There you go.
You know, shout out to the Eagles for sure. I have a homegirl named Jai. She's a diehard Eagles fan. I've been trying to get her on here. She loves their team. I can't share that joy with the Eagles, but at the same time,
All right.
at the same time though, I can't listen to any more of this Tom Brady love, Katie. So
Yeah.
Oh, Katie,
I
Katie,
need the
we
Eagles
love
to
you,
get
but we're
this
done with you for now. All right.
I
Sorry.
can't do it. I can't do it. No, you know it's all love. You know it's all love. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we so appreciate you guys coming to join and watch us. We hope you tune into these games. This is the best time of the year, but it's also bittersweet because, ladies and gentlemen, we know that it means it's like 2 to 3 weeks left to the
Oh, the
season,
football season,
and
right.
then it's
Oh.
hibernation. Now, some of us definitely go on to other sports, college basketball, baseball, if they have it, hockey, whatever, what have you, or NBA. But for those true football enthusiasts that do this type of thing, it is very bittersweet right now. It is very, very bittersweet right now. So we appreciate you being with us, ladies and gentlemen. For me, myself, Mr. Sean Spencer, my guy, Mr. Nicholas Rosario,
Hey.
Mr. Young reporter down here, Mr. Dylan Walsh. I do actually real quick, Dylan. Are you calling your Packers in the Super Bowl? Are you saying?
Yes, I had the Packers winning the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay. Unbiased.
I
Here
am
we go.
beating the Bengals.
He hasn't
Yo,
beaten
can
the
we get a Packers Steelers rematch?
Let's go.
Look at it. Sydney wants it, right? Sydney wants it.
I'm reading the plot of the Pistons States Pittsburgh. What the heck?
I told
Yo,
you.
man,
Just
yo,
watch it.
hold up,
Just watch it.
Dylan. Yo, for next show, I need you to watch that movie, and I need you to give
All right,
us
I'm
a
gonna do like a
recap.
book report.
Yeah.
I'll make a Google slide report on it.
There we
Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
I want Dylan's review of the fish that stays Pittsburgh. That'd be great, actually.
I love it.
I would love that. Yeah,
Yo,
I would love
and
it.
hey, you already know my guy who's becoming more of a
Is it on
regular.
Netflix? Yeah, let me check if it's on
So
Netflix.
appreciate you coming on the show, Sid. Good luck. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm looking
We'll
at
all be
flights right
watching
now.
with you. So yeah, we'll all be
Just
watching.
need a
We're all
chance.
gonna be watching. Here we go for that terrible towel. You know who it is. Oh yeah, yo, what's up,
Go ahead,
Anthony?
Dylan.
Oh yeah,
Show your
Mike
terrible
sounds clean.
towel.
Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate
Dylan's
you.
got one. Dylan's got
Yep.
one too. There you go.
Oh yeah,
You guys
there we
have
go.
your moment.
So
There
we
you go.
see what it is.
The terrible
What's up, Anthony?
towels.
We'll
Hey,
see
there
what
we
it
go.
is.
Look, got them
you
all
got
up there.
Oh, you got them
There it
all
is.
up there. You
Oh,
go.
I
You
like
got a
that.
collection. Right?
dedication.
The game
I
one.
like
We got
that.
the game one. We got
All
we
right,
got to rock
there we
the
go.
game one. So
Very good.
There we
sir.
go, man. Absolutely. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you next time. Enjoy
Yep.
these games today. Have fun. Happy Martin Luther King Day tomorrow. We'll
Yeah.
see you next coming week. Peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Hey, what's going on, guys? I am Janae Strother. I'm Sean Spencer. We are back. We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta go out and hold up.
Come on. The lion. The lion. New man losing so fine. Kirk Cousins.
Now